Welcome to the YouTube channel of Michael J. Swanson. Michael is the author of How David Beats Goliath and is the CEO of Advocate Capital.
Lately in the news, you may have read where certain police departments are no longer dispatching a car to the scene of minor accidents, which sounds crazy. So I've invited Stuart Carpey, who's a personal injury attorney in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to educate us about this and what you need to know about if you've been in a car accident. So Stuart, welcome. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, in our area in Philadelphia, you're absolutely right. There's been a lot in news about that very issue. On my website, which is carpeylaw.com, we've got some written materials on what the City of Philadelphia's City Council has done, and that was a couple years ago. They passed an ordinance that said police officers shall not go to accident scenes following a car accident unless it is a quote-unquote serious accident. And the idea, and I'll get to what they mean by serious accident.
That sounds crazy. They shall not.
I know it is crazy, but the idea behind this is a money-saving venture to save taxpayer money, so police officers don't have to go to every accident scene. And it's been modeled after other cities, and I don't know the cities that have done this throughout the country, but there have been several. Philadelphia was not the first, and there have been others that have followed this. But the idea was, well, look, if we don't have to send police officers to scenes of quote-unquote minor accidents, then we'll be saving the taxpayer money. But what's happened is, number one, who decides what is a serious accident? Is it the dispatcher that's called? What happens if someone does not have what appears to be an immediate serious injury? What if they have a heart attack on the scene? Should the police arrive? What about altercations or disputes that might occur between the two or more drivers at the scene? How about exchanging information like, insurance information, name, address, phone number? It's just crazy what we've experienced since this ordinance has come into play, let alone for people involved in accidents that have to get this information. And the lawyers who have to get the information. It's become very hard. So what we advise people to do is, number one, take your cell phone out, take a photograph of as much information as you can at the scene. Most importantly, the other driver or driver's license plate, tag numbers on the back of the car, because with that we can get pretty much everything we need. So I want to ask for name, rank, and serial number information, insurance information, but at the very least get that license plate on the back of the car. And then afterwards, go to the local police district and report it to the precinct, report the accident with whatever information you have, so at least it's recorded. In fact, some insurance policies, they won't pay your claim unless you've reported the accident within 30 days to the local police.
Okay, and so just phoning it in is not enough. They should actually go to the police, their local police department.
You're absolutely right. You got to report it to the local police. Pennsylvania requires that in most policies, and people involved in accidents don't even know that. So there's information on my website about this very issue. We've tried to put the information out there to the public because the public is unaware. It wasn't advertised by Philadelphia City Council when they passed this ordinance a couple years ago. People have just found out if they're in an accident doesn't mean that a police officer is going to arrive at the scene.
I'm sure the insurance companies probably love it because they're paying fewer claims now because they're not being reported like they used to be.
In some ways they love it, but in some ways it makes it harder for them to verify what exactly's happened in an accident. They need the other side's information as well, but it's put a hindrance on everybody. There's no doubt about it.
Right. Well, Stuart, thank you so much for taking the time to explain this confusing topic so folks might benefit from it, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thanks.
Happy to help, Mike. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Send your questions or comments to Michael at mike@howdavidbeatsgoliath.com.